Hey y'all, so I was in my devotional this morning and God just had me on fire, okay? Because I was reading Galatians chapter 1 to 24, right? And basically two verses that stuck out to me, right, is Galatians 1:15, which it says, but even before I was born, God chose me and God called me by his marvelous grace, right? Now, when we go further down, it says Galatians 1:23 to 24, it says, all they knew was that people were saying, the one who used to prosecute us, is now preaching the very faith he tried to destroy. And they praise God because of me. Let me break this down for you. If you are somebody right now and you feel like you're not worthy to be, in the glory of God, or you feel like you should not have a relationship with God, or maybe somebody's even telling you that you are not worthy to be with God, let me tell you right now, that is a bald-faced lie, and it's a lie of the enemy, okay? Because one thing about it, before you were even born, before you even thought of, God already called you, he chose you, and he gave you a purpose for your life. Before you were even born, okay? Now think about it. God is outside of time, and like I always say, God is outside of time, and we are walking through. So at the end of the day, he knew you were going to make mistakes. He knew you were going to sin. He knew you were going to do all the things that were not of God's ways, and he still chose you. So please stop telling yourself, and please stop listening to the lie of the enemy that you are not worthy to come to the Lord. Because at the end of the day, the enemy will call you by your sin, but God will call you by your name. Whew. I'm sorry, I got a little aggressive. But I love how in 23 and 24 verses, where he basically saying that my testimony matters. Because think about it. He basically saying, and they praise God because of me. Let me tell you something. Your testimony saves people. Your testimony shows the power of God's grace. This is why I feel like it is so important that you always speak your testimony, because it saves people. Because at the end of the day, God does not treat us as our sin desire, and also he can completely transform a person and use them for his purpose. Because everything the enemy tries to use for bad, God turns it for what? Good. So let's get that straight. Let's get it right. Let's get it tight. And at the end of the day, stop trying to do what people are telling you, or try to people please at the end, or whatever the case is. Live for God and God alone. Because one thing about it, he is always going to lead you to greatness, never badness, okay? And then one thing about it, have boldness for God. And if you live for God's approval, people's opinion won't control you. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying, okay? Let me tell you something. You are worthy, and God loves you, and no matter what you did in your past life or what somebody may be judging you right now, you are still worthy of God, period.